Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you're there? Or maybe you've spilled coffee on your shirt and felt like everyone in the coffee shop is staring at you, judging your very existence? We like to think we are in control of our thoughts. We like to believe our memory is a perfect recording of reality, and our decisions are purely logical. But the truth? Your brain is lying to you constantly. Today, we're diving deep into the human mind to uncover 5 psychology facts that explain why you do the things you do. Some of these might shock you, and some might actually make you feel a little better about yourself. Let's get into it. Let's start with a fact that might save you a lot of anxiety. It's called the spotlight effect. Imagine you're giving a presentation, or you're at a party and you accidentally say something awkward. For the rest of the night, you replay that moment in your head. You're convinced that everyone heard it, everyone remembers it, and everyone is laughing at you. But psychology tells us this: they aren't. Studies have shown that we drastically overestimate how much people notice our appearance or our mistakes. We walk through life thinking we are the main character, and everyone else is the audience watching our every move. In reality, everyone else thinks they are the main character. In a famous experiment, researchers had students wear a bright yellow Barry Manilow t-shirt, something embarrassing for college kids, and walk into a room. The students predicted that about 50% of the people in the room would notice the shirt. The reality? Only 20% did. So why does our brain do this? It's a form of egocentrism. We're trapped in our own heads, viewing the world through our own eyes, so we assume everyone else is too. The takeaway? Relax. That pimple on your chin? Nobody cares. That awkward thing you said in 2015? Nobody remembers. You're not under a spotlight. You're just part of the crowd. Okay, this next fact explains why you might remember a vacation fondly even though it rained for 4 days straight. It's called the peak end rule. When we look back on experience, a vacation, a relationship, a movie, we don't actually average out the good and bad moments to decide how we felt about it. That would be too logical. Instead, our brain judges an experience based on only 2 things: the peak, the most intense moment, positive or negative, and the end, how it concluded. Here is a real-world example. In a study regarding colonoscopies, which are painful, by the way, patients were divided into 2 groups. Group A had a short, standard procedure that ended abruptly while it was painful. Group B had a longer procedure that lasted longer, but the doctor left the probe stationary for the final few minutes, allowing the pain to subside before stopping. The result? Group B rated the experience as less painful and more pleasant than Group A, even though they suffered for more minutes total. Why? Because their ending was better. This is why you might keep toxic friends around if they have occasional moments of being amazing, the peak, and end on a high note. Your brain ignores the weeks of mediocrity in between. To hack this, try to end your days, your dates, or your projects on a high note. It changes your entire memory of the event. Have you ever done this? You're sitting on a couch, you decide you need a pen, you walk into the kitchen, and boom, it's gone. You're standing there staring at the fridge like it's an alien artifact. You have no idea why you came in. This is an early onset dementia. It's a real psychological phenomenon called the doorway effect. Psychologists at Notre Dame discovered that passing through a doorway triggers a boundary event in the brain. Your brain likes to compartmentalize. When you're in one room, your brain creates a file for that room containing your current goals and memories. The moment you step through a door, your brain thinks, okay, we're done with that room. It hits save on the current file and clears your working memory to make space for the new room's information. The goal to get a pen was in the living room file, which you just archived. It's actually a sign of an efficient brain, not a broken one. You're just organizing information too well. If you want to beat it, try holding the object you need before you leave the room, or verbalize your goal. I'm going to the kitchen to get a pen. We usually think that we do nice things for people we like, and we dislike people we treat badly. But psychology says the cause and effect can actually be reversed. This is known as the Benjamin Franklin effect. The story goes that Franklin had a rival legislator who absolutely hated him. To win him over, Franklin didn't do the rival a favor. Instead, he asked the rival for a very specific, somewhat rare book. The rival flattered, lent it to him. A week later, Franklin returned it with a thank you note. The next time they met, the rivals spoke to Franklin with great civility, and they became lifelong friends. Why? Because of cognitive dissonance. If you do a favor for someone you hate, your brain creates a conflict. Why am I helping this jerk I hate? To resolve that tension, your brain unconsciously changes your attitude. It concludes, actually, I must like this guy if I'm helping him. So, if you want someone to like you more, don't do favors for them. Ask them to do a favor for you. It forces their brain to justify their kindness by deciding they must like you. So, to recap, nobody is watching you as closely as you think, the spotlight effect. Your memory is manipulated by intensity and endings, the peak end rule. Doorways erase your short-term memory, the doorway effect. Asking for favors makes people like you, the Benjamin Franklin effect. The human brain is an incredible machine, but it's full of glitches and shortcuts. Understanding these psychology facts doesn't just make you smarter. It helps you be kinder to yourself when you feel anxious or forgetful. If you enjoyed this video and it made you realize your brain is a little weird, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into how your mind works. Tell me in the comments, which of these facts happens to you the most? I definitely suffer from the doorway effect daily. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.